What's 5 plus 7?
So if you don't know, because you probably don't know because I'm not really that popular, but I hit 200k subscribers on my channel, NK's World. I'm gonna link that down below in case you don't know that channel, if you want to check it out. That was a big milestone. I reached it February 28th, I think, the last day of February. And honestly, I was not even expecting that. It was a surreal experience and I'm so grateful. I wanted to do something special and just to actually celebrate it with you guys. I've gotten a lot of requests on just doing video topics that don't really make sense on my main channel. So that's why I created this channel in the first place, just to have more fun and just not have to stress out, because sometimes my main channel be stressing me out low-key, but I still love it very much. And I'm gonna have my friend chime in and answer some questions for me too. Let's get started. I don't want to ramble too much, but just know I'm very grateful for all the support. Let's get into this juicy Q&A.
Let's get straight to it. Yeah.
I will link my Instagram down below if you want to be part of it. If you just want to follow me there, check me out, message me. I reply to my DMs. Well, I try to. It might take me a while, but I reply. So just let me know if you have any video requests, anything. So the first question is not really a question. It's from my friend. He just said, "I'm proud of you, gang, from the beginning." Period. Shout out to my friend Quan, because from the beginning. But let's keep going. So the first actual question, this person says, Burna Boy or Davido? They're both very popular Afrobeats artists. If you don't know, I'm sure you do know. If you asked me this question like a year ago or 2 years ago, I would have said Burna Boy hands down, because I've seen him in concert twice and he's a performer. Like, he knows how to put on a show. So I would say Burna Boy. And also I do like his music, but low-key Davido has been like stepping it up. His last album he dropped, what was it called? I think Timeless. That actually had bangers, especially the song, I think it's called Kante, featuring Fave. That song was a banger. And I'm so mad because he literally came to my city, he was performing, and I wanted to go to his concert so badly, but like none of my friends wanted to go. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to go by myself, so I'm just not gonna go. Biggest regret. This is why I do things alone now, because I'm not waiting for anyone. Okay, so next question is, what's a topic you wish to discuss on your channel, but it's too controversial / you're too afraid to do so? That is a good question, because I would say a lot of topics. You can't really be just talking about anything on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, friend? What do you think about that question?
What was the question?
Not you.
To mute myself, because I was working.
So rude. Anyway, so the question was, what's a topic you wish to discuss on your channel, but it's too controversial / you're too afraid to do so?
Maybe the Tyler race thing. Do you think you wanted to do that?
Oh yeah. Because I actually wanted to do a video on Tyler before, because I know there's been a lot of criticism and just like controversy surrounding her with her race, especially after that Breakfast Club interview. I had my thoughts. I just didn't think it would maybe go too well with people, and I just did not have the energy and strength to be fighting people about that topic, just because there's just a big divide, whether she's black or not or whatever. That was an interesting topic. Someone else said, do you own any pets? I don't know what to ask. You're cool though. Thanks. You're cool too. I do not own any pets. I used to have a goldfish. I had 2, but unfortunately they lived their life and they died. I think you're very funny. The kind of person that always makes people smile. Much love from, so they gave me a flag. I'm gonna try to use my brain cells to know which flag this is. Why are you laughing?
This is not gonna end well.
Rude. I'm pretty sure this is Belgium. This flag is from Belgium.
What color? What color is it?
So it's black, yellow, red.
Yeah.
I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. But at least I got it, okay? So what do you think about that? They gave me that assumption that I'm funny and I always make people smile.
Yeah, you are funny and you always make people smile.
Thanks, okay? You better say that. Do you have or would you do ranking videos? So I've seen a couple ranking videos on YouTube and I find them funny. I feel like this channel will be the perfect place to do it, because my main channel just does not make sense to do it. I want to keep my main channel strictly about topics about like pop culture and whatnot, beauty centered, social media, things like that. And I'd rather do like fun stuff on this channel. This person said, low-key thought you were a fashion channel because your outfits ate all the time. Okay, period. Like, well, I actually used to do fashion content before as well. I've been doing social media for a very long time before I did commentary. And I would do like beauty and makeup, fashion and whatnot. I still feel like my fashion sense is developing. It's not quite there yet.
You know what? For someone that buys so many clothes from Shein and all these cheap places, you actually make them look very luxury. So, yeah, no, you actually look good.
Thanks. You seem like a very intelligent person to be around. They gave me a flag. I'm gonna try to use my brain cells to know which flag this is. And you're not afraid to share your opinions. Okay, like y'all are actually hyping me up a little too much. I would say I'm intelligent. You know, I finished school, whatnot. Sometimes I feel like I don't act like it, or I don't actually think it myself. I'm not afraid to share my opinions around my friends. With strangers though, no, but it's funny because that's what I do. But online is different. I also feel like I'm very cautious to not offend people in person, so it's a little bit different. I have to filter myself more. But online, I would say I do filter myself to a certain degree, just because I know I have a platform and I have a lot of people listening to what I say.
You have gotten into arguments with people where, like, if you need to check them, you'll check them. So
Period.
I feel like, my bad. I had to download some footage. I feel like that ain't going in the video. Period.
Do you see yourself ever living outside of Canada? 100% yes. Canada is a great country, a beautiful country. It's cold though. Like when the winter comes, it's cold. The snow is snowing. I already hate driving. And then on top of that, driving when it's like snowy, I hate that. In my ideal world, I would live somewhere warm. And then when it's hot in Canada, I would come during the summer. When it comes to the countries that I would live in, I'm not quite sure. I just know I want somewhere hot. Somewhere where it's warm, somewhere where it's hot. I've considered Houston, Texas. I've considered Australia. I know it's far, but like they don't be getting winter there. Amsterdam too seems like a pretty good city, very open-minded and whatnot. So I've considered that as well. It probably gets cold though. I'm assuming Amsterdam gets cold. I would have to do way more research into like knowing what's the vibe. Do y'all like Black people? What made you want to start a YouTube channel? So I've had this YouTube channel since 2011. I started that channel because I just liked creating. I also liked watching other YouTubers and just see them do stuff. I just found it really cool and fun. I wanted to create my own stuff. My first YouTube video, I think, was me and my sister singing. I'm not gonna show y'all because she's gonna kill me, but we were singing a cover to, you know, Put Your Records On by, what's her face? I forget her name, but.
Right.
What?
Corinne Bailey Ray.
Oh, Corinne Bailey Ray, thanks. I was very creative as a child. I wanted to be a director at one point. I wanted to be an author at one point, an actor, a singer. Doing YouTube videos was a way to create, so I just enjoyed that. I would do like random skits. That's originally why I started my YouTube channel. This was back in like 2011 when I revived my YouTube channel, which would have been 2023, which is what my channel is today, commentary on pop culture. That was because I've always wanted to do commentary, and I realized that on YouTube, I was only watching commentary videos. I took a risk of, a leap of faith, and I did it. My first video was about pretty privilege because I just find that interesting, and it got the most views I've ever gotten at that time. I think it got like 300 views in 24 hours. I was like, whoa, like maybe like this is actually possible. From there, I just kept on posting. I grinded it out, and the channel is what it is today. Creating a channel about commentary just felt natural. So the long answer, so hopefully you understood what I have to say. What is your 5-year plan? That's a good question that makes me think a lot into the future, which I do, but I don't. For my 5-year plan, I don't know. What should be my 5-year plan?
Your 5-year plan should be to get 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Okay.
Own permanent setup, maybe have a few staff members on payroll. You should maybe own a house. Okay. You know, you should have a man or a woman if you're into that. Maybe have some kids, I don't know. But maybe be married, I don't know.
True. Kids in 5 years seems a little too soon.
In terms of work though, you definitely got to hit 1 million. If you don't hit 1 million in 5 years, you're a failure.
So next assumption is I think you were a theater kid. This is low-key, high-key true. When I was in elementary school, so this is like grades 2, 4, 5, 6, like around that, I was actually in the musicals for our school. But once I got to high school, I stopped because I thought it was embarrassing. I was trying to be a cool kid, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to be that girl. When I was in high school, I did choir, so it wasn't necessarily theater, but it was still like something. Fun fact, if you don't know this about me, I was almost part of an acting agency when I was younger. I don't even know how I found it. No, I think I was searching it up because I told my parents I wanted to act, so they took me to the place. We had a consultation with the agency, and it was for an event in New York City. They were like finding talent. She told me that there's gonna be a lot of scouts there looking for the new, young, fresh face of like Disney Channel. So I was like, oh my God, I wanna go. She gave my mom a price. Like she wrote down the price of what it would cost for me to be part of this event. She slid it to my mom. My mom looked at it and she just put it down. She was like, oh, okay. On the car ride home, I was like, okay, so it's not happening. Trying to record a YouTube video, how do I turn the camera on?
They shouldn't be on YouTube.
What motivates you? One of the first things that comes to my mind is you guys, and I know this might sound cliche, but to have a community who supports you and wants to see you do well means a lot. And I feel like with YouTube, it's so easy to get caught up in the numbers, because all you see is numbers, numbers, numbers. You're trying to get the views up, you're trying to get the subscribers, like everything is just numbers. So you kind of forget that it's like real people watching your content who are interacting with you. I remember one of you messaged me on Instagram, and this actually touched my heart too, because I had no idea like I was making this type of impact on anyone. She told me that she has panic attacks and she loves watching my videos when she's going through a panic attack because I talk like in, I guess, a conversational way. She feels like she's on FaceTime with her friend. That helps her calm down. And when she said that to me, I was like, oh, wow. It was just shocking because, you know, you just look at the numbers and you're like, okay, like this video didn't do that well, this video didn't do that well, but you don't really register like the actual impact your video has on people. I feel like your style is more of a retro look.
Depends how retro we're going, because you have lots of colors in your style, so maybe that's what they're thinking, but they've seen it on the video. I don't know, to be honest. I got no clue.
Yeah,
maybe they mean
you don't know how to dress. You don't know fashion like that, so that probably makes a lot of sense, right?
And you don't know how to speak English.
You seem like you'd be a perfume collector and always smell amazing. Period. I'm not a perfume collector. I mean, I definitely want more perfumes, so I can't lie, but sometimes I just can't justify spending that much money on perfumes. But I definitely make sure I always have one perfume that's like ready to go, ready to be sprayed, because you're not trying to smell stinky up in here. The only time I may not smell good is if I go to the gym, but even that I still smell good, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. What is the biggest life lesson you have learned? I love you, girl. Such a big inspiration. Thank you so much. Very nice of you to say that. I feel like I'm still learning life every day because I am young. I still have a lot of life to live. But if I had to think of the biggest, there's a lot. There's actually a lot. There's a lot.
I have a good one. How to use your time wisely, and you learn how to like push yourself a lot because you obviously have to get good grades and stuff like that. And your work ethic is sort of like translated into your day-to-day work. Even like writing, you literally like write essays for your job, so like your writing has developed and stuff like that. So I think definitely you didn't learn how to do maths though, but apart from that,
oh, okay. Why just call me out like that?
What's 5 plus 7?
It's because I'm under pressure right now. Like if I wasn't under pressure, I would 13. No, 12. I knew that. I literally knew that. Okay, so you're rude. But that's besides the point. You're on timeout. My first one is to do it scared. There's a lot of things you're going to be scared to do, so just do it, but just do it scared. Like don't let fear hold you back. If you keep letting fear hold you back, you're not gonna move. And I feel like one of my biggest fears too is to be stagnant or to feel like I was too comfortable in life. Like that is a big one for me. When I'm about to post a video, I get a little bit nervous. I just do it scared. I'm just like, okay, post. How was your first ever relationship? So I've never been in one. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Who is your favorite celebrity? If you asked me before, I would have said Beyonce, hands down, no doubt about that. And I would still say her till this day, but I feel like I don't really have a favorite celebrity anymore, but I only say Beyonce just because I truly feel like she is really talented. She's one of the greatest musicians that we've seen in the 21st century. Her concerts are good. Everything is just good. The voice is good. The dancing is good. The performance is good. The stage presence is good. Also the music, the way that she's able to evolve with every album has been amazing to watch, especially since, her self-titled. Ever since that album, it's just been very interesting to see her evolution. So I would say Beyonce. Why do you look so gorgeous? And thank you, girl, don't do too much. How do you deal with hate? It is so important to have a good way to deal with this, especially if you want to put your creative work out there. Even if you're not famous, you're still gonna deal with hate from people who you know, maybe like people in your circle. But when you start putting yourself out there, posting yourself, starting to build an audience, hate's gonna come as natural no matter what type of content I do. At first, I would just clap back. I'd be like, okay, let's go. Like I remember in my early videos, I would clap back. I was like, okay, you think that about me? Boom, boom, boom. Like I would go back and forth with people. When I posted my video, if you're under 18, you should not look like this. That video obviously did really well. I think it's at 2 million views now. That one brought me a lot of attention. People agreed, people did not agree, people are ready to fight me. After that, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go back and forth with all these people because I physically can't. I remember I went to this conference for like, it was like a networking event. This creator who I watch, her name's Adeline Morin, she was on the panel and she said how she deals with hate comments is that when she posts a video, she reads the comments for the first hour, and then after that, she stops reading the comments. That's what I implement into my videos. My videos are a bit on the longer side though, so I would wait like an hour and a half-ish. I read comments, and after that, I just stop reading the comments. I know people are not going to agree with my commentary, which is fine because I don't expect it. Like, some of my videos have millions of views. I don't expect every single person to watch that video to agree with what I'm saying. So the next one is, what is your definition of success? Being happy, that's a huge one, because you can have all the money in the world, but if you're not happy, you're not happy. Also, to experience life, like just like traveling, the world is so big, so just to experience that, I would feel very fulfilled and satisfied. Also, stability, comfort, I want that. I'm sure everyone wants that. What's your definition of success?
I don't know, because success, it always changes. So honestly, every time like you're about to achieve something you always wanted to achieve, and then you achieve it, it feels good for like a few days, and then you go back to normal. I guess success is always changing, so therefore everyone's definition is different in my opinion.
What are your intentions when making videos about celebrities and social media? To make people leave the video feeling more informed about a certain topic, and they can also form their own perspectives or opinions on that topic. I'm not necessarily trying to push an agenda or push my commentary as facts or as the Bible, because definitely not. Also, question the things that are going on in social media. Don't just see something and think, okay, like that's cool, that's correct, that's right, or whatever. Mostly to inform people. Also, in some of my videos, I feel like there's important lessons that can be learned, or things that we can learn to prevent for ourselves. I would say that's my intentions with it. Okay, so next one says, hear me out, you give me Doechii vibes. Oh, really? Do I? That's a compliment though, because I really do like Doechii. She be slaying. She dropped her, I think the mixtape Alligator Bites Never Heal. After she dropped that mixtape, that's when I really started messing with her. I was like, oh, girl can rap. I don't know, like her music just has been hitting, especially her song Slide, Beverly Hills. Those low-key altered my brain chemistry. I feel like, especially with this hair too, I probably look more like Doechii. I mean, I don't know if I look like her, but maybe I give the vibe off. The next one says, you have a blatant bias against women when discussing beauty standards. If you watch my videos, you can tell that I don't. I mean, maybe it comes off as that. I hope it doesn't, but I definitely don't. I'm not bashing women, and if I'm critiquing something, it's what they're doing. It's not just for being a woman. First of all, I am a woman, if you didn't know, and most of the content I consume is woman content. I just find women more interesting. I'll be honest, men are, y'all are boring. The things that I talk about also affects myself because, as I said, I'm a woman. So that's why I find it interesting to talk about. The thing about YouTube is that you're creating titles and thumbnails to entice people to maybe stir up the pot, make people be interested to click on your videos. So I'm gonna do things to make people want to be interested in clicking the video in the first place. Hence why, you know, some of my videos have over 1 million views. Not to toot my own horn, but you want to be able to entice people to click on your videos. But once you click on my video, I want you to see my actual point. If you watch my videos, you know that I definitely don't have a bias against women. Also, what I want to mention too is that I definitely feel like when I started my content out, I was trying to talk about different topics, but I noticed that when I would branch out, people were not interested in watching my videos. So I noticed when I talked about beauty standards or certain type of topics, people would want to watch that. Of course, when you're growing your channel, you want to have consistency. You want people to know what to expect from your channel. So you're gonna make videos that are about similar topics or similar things. But definitely in the future, for sure, I'm not really gonna talk about women. And I feel qualified because I am a woman. I know the struggles. I go through them myself. And that's why I find it interesting to talk about. Okay, so the next one says, can you diversify your pop culture takes? Men set toxic standards too, you know. I do know that. Trust me.
Let me speak. Because yeah, in the Cooking with Kai video, you said men, for example, they want someone who's relatable and who isn't too, you ain't gonna spend too much money on, so that's why they praise Kaya compared to that girl who was rich. So yeah, you literally be attacking men as well in it, because it's true, you know, a lot of the things which women do are because of men. So I feel like you whilst the titles may not be specifically about the man, a lot of it, the talking points are about the men. So, and I'm saying that as a man.
Next question. It is, what did you study? I studied law. It's called legal studies, but it is law. Whose side are you on? Bad Baby or Alabama? What side are you on?
Well, Bad Baby made a good song, so maybe her.
True. Like low-key, she snapped. Next question is, hey, make a video about Millie Bobby Brown and how people are bullying her because of her looks. I'm actually working on the video right now, and I look forward for you to watch it. I have a feeling you love coconuts like you're giving coconut queen. It's funny because I don't like coconuts at all, actually. The taste is just not giving. Like, I don't know, it doesn't give what it's supposed to give. I don't know what it is. I don't like coconuts. What do you do for work? I do this. Next assumption is you feel Canadian. I am Canadian. This one's not a question, but they said, congrats on 200K, queen. Thank you so much. Can you see stars at night or does light pollution hide them? Can you see the stars at night?
If you let your eyes adjust for long enough, you'll see a few, but not as many as you would without light pollution.
I don't be seeing the stars like that, so light pollution be...
Girl, you are the star. You are the star.
Okay.
Look in the mirror.
Okay, thank you. Not too much. Don't hype me up too much. I would go, actually no, I would not go camping. Camping's scary. Scratch that. You're not as old as you're trying to make us think. You're in your 30s at most. Yeah, like I'm turning 68. I don't know what to tell you. Like that's the tea. So black don't crack. Okay, and that looks like that's all the questions and assumptions that you guys asked.
I just want to say thank you so much for the questions, the support, the watching, liking, subscribing, and all that.
I don't even know how to express my gratitude for all this support. It means a lot and it helps me be able to do more so I can provide better content for you guys. Also, I want to say thank you to my friend for being part of this video. You want to say bye to the people?
Bye guys, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications or else I will find you.
Oh, okay. Okay, period. You heard him. And I'll see y'all later. So, bye. You're weird.